And the battle has begun. We have that guy Luffy representing the Super Sigmas and Brick representing WC Office as mass comedy is brought into play against this Aristal. And the mass comedy, turn one, awakens. While the Aristal uses its hit and run for a little bit of chip, we're most likely seeing a reverse singularity team coming from the Super Sigmas. Mass Comedy, actually a recent addition to the team, a free agent pickup. Night Night, no reverse singularity yet. Moss is in play. By the way, there were a handful of balance changes today, so we could see a lot of shakeups within the draft league so far. And Mass Comedy has to swap out into Armoratus. Life Sap, critical hit for big damage, not enough to reach that halfway point and change the form of the Armoratus. It will still be bulky as can be. And Moss does get a little bit more health regen from the attack. 2 Doodles revealed so far by both sides. And the mold, not the mold, the Moss will have to swap out Armor Break on that Armoratus. Lowering the defenses, boosting the attack and speed, looking for a sweep opportunity. As the Aristal goes for Crystal Storm and gets the KO! And that Armoratus cannot do anything! As in the shell form, it is really slow. Not even a speed boost can outspeed. There's the Entangling Vines. I'm sure the Super Sigmas would have preferred that earlier. Hit and run for major damage. Also a critical hit, bringing it down to Determination Jelly. And WC Office starting off with a massive lead in Week 3. We'll have to see what is brought in here. And it is Infernius. Entangled by the vines, slowing down. The third Doodle revealed on WC Office's side. Infernius was the 3rd round selection, while Springling was the 4th round selection for their respective teams. We have yet to see the top 3 picks by the Super Sigmas so far, those being Exovol, Cersiblit, and Fumasu. Once again, the Mass Comedy, very low pick. Armoratus, once again, a very late selection. Meanwhile, for WC Office, we have not seen their top 2 picks yet, those being Candigan and Mothra. There's the Exovol FTL Assault for just under half damage, bringing it to the yellow. And Infernius has to swap out into Bartholomew, the Runout. Entangling Vines brought in. Alloy Missiles will hardly do anything to it. Still, a good amount, considering it not being very effective. And this Runout could do major damage to the Exovol. Heck, to anything that's brought in. And once again, WC Office with a commanding lead. Fully healthy. Here comes Mass Comedy, Earth Surge, big damage, one more hit, could knock it out. Both of these Doodles can use Reverse Singularity and are commonly used in Reverse Singularity teams, but we have yet to see it so far. If we go back to the matches themselves, WC Office won in a coin flip against the Doodle Bobs because neither of them were able to play. So technically, as Night Night gets the KO on the Runout, that jelly did nothing And this mass comedy is looking very threatening. First blood for the Super Sigmas. But if we look at the matches, WC Office has only played one game so far, and they have lost it against We Hate Fixie. They lost that with 5 Doodles remaining on We Hate Fixie's side, looking for a win. Life Sap on that Cersiblet for big damage. Once again, just under half. Seems like a pattern for that team. Life Sap also healing it up. Not a lot of options for the Super Sigmas now, considering a Tsunami will not get the KO, and a Belch on that Moss. Looking just for the chip, possibly looking to stall it out. And if we look at the Super Sigmas, there's the Life Sap for the KO. The Cersiblet is down. And WC Office leads once again. Oh, it's Disease. Excuse me. It's not poison. Disease will slowly cripple it over time. And the Ostagon, the last Doodle on the Super Sigma side, has been revealed. Moss has to switch out against the poison type. Berserk. Now it's angry. Its attack is drastically boosted. This is a really big opportunity for Super Sigmas to get a sweep. Super Sigmas won week 1 against Dogbot Des Dogs 3-0. Then they got swept by the Tartaras 0-6. So a pretty average season for them so far. And we'll see which one of these teams can make it through. Very scary situation for WC Office. As not only is there a Sandstorm, but there is a crazy attack boost and also Berserk. Bestial Wrath does not get the KO. Could this change everything? Crystal Storm does not get the KO either. Sandstorm does not enough to chip, which means that this Ostagon will get hit by the Spiky Thorns once again. There it is. Not enough for the KO. We'll see how much that matters. The Rage is gone. Infernius is brought into play. Entangling Vine slows it down, but we could see a Flashbang to finish the job. FTL Assault, not even. And the Ostagon is down. Just like that, it's a 4v3. That Mass Comedy still very low. The Springling very low. The Exoval still above half. Just barely. Meanwhile, the Moss, once again, diseased. The Infernius, pretty much healthy. And 2 Mystery Doodles that could come into play. Moss is brought back in. Night. As the Moss goes for its Heal Jelly. Heal it back up. Sandstorm for a little bit more chip on both Doodles. Sandstorm has stopped. No longer will there be any chip. But obviously Brick looking for a clean lane to finish the job. Life Sap for the KO. And now it's just an Exoval and a very weak Springling. FTL Assault could just finish the job. They might not even need to show the last 2 Doodles. Exoval, last chance. Needs a big attack here. A big fire attack. Chemical Breath, no critical hit. And Tsunami takes it down. Chemical Explosion will take out the Moss, which will lead to 1 less point for WC Office, but that basically ensures it, and WC Office is getting their first proper win of the season, moving up to 2-1 after 3 rounds. Super Sigmas got some work to do. 2 losses in a row. need a bounce back if they want to make the playoffs. FTL Assault for the KO, and that is all. Brick has won the game. And there we have it, folks. Thank you so much for watching. That was week 3. We have 7 weeks to go. A lot of battles yet to happen, and then the playoffs. We'll see what happens from there. Anyways, I will see y'all in the next one. Peace out.